Welcome to part 4. Stephen Berry here from Greenfish Marketing, part 4 of our 5 automations to put into your business right now. And what we're going to focus on is win back and re-engagement. What we should do, if you watch part 3, that was about putting the engagement campaign in and the automations in. This is now the automation we're going to send when we need to win back clients or re-engage them. Bonus for this one too, we've actually got the emails that we're going to give away to you. So watch this video, find out how, and let's get underway. Okay, so let's build out our win back or re-engagement campaign. Now, again, there's 2 different options. There's one in the system, so you can just go to this and type re-engagement, and you've got 2 options: re-engagement campaign by trigger or re-engagement by last engagement date. So you can use either one of these. This particular one I'll show you. You can click on that and click continue, and it will look like this. So it will add when the disengaged tag is added. Now, anyone that is using a re-engagement or win-back campaign, hopefully you've got the engagement automations put in your account. If not, stop this video and go and watch one of our other ones. The one before this, part 3, is about engagement, and you need to make sure you've got that in the system first. You won't know if someone's unengaged unless you have got the tracking and the automations working. So I'll stop here, turn it off, and add that in. Now, if you have, let's carry on. So this will trigger from that disengaged tag. It'll send 1 email. These have come from other bits, but it will wait, and it'll wait 7 days, or if they click that email, and then it will just end this automation, or it'll unsubscribe them, which is good. But what we're going to do, and I do have a bonus for you, that we will send out as an email within our sequence. If you're not already signed up, you can sign up to our newsletter, and in there, in one of the bonus, in the first 5 days of signing up, you will actually get the emails for this sequence as well. I've got a feeling I think it's day 3, so do keep in mind in there, they're the content you're going to need, and that will all be good, so you can then just drop that content into your system and away it works. But what we're going to do is have 5 emails over 5 days, and at the final 5th day, if they haven't, then we're going to subscribe them to a delete contact list so that we can get them out of the system, make sure we no longer have them, and then they are all good to go. So what we want to do initially is go back to our automation, so you can always get there the same sort of way. Click into your active campaign account, down to the cog to automations, and then we are going to start from scratch. Now, we're actually going to use the same trigger to start it as what you've just seen there, but we're just going to build out a simple one day after another with 5 different emails. So first of all, name the automation, and I'm going to call this we can come back to that in a second. We'll just add this tag first and then we'll rename it. And this is disengaged multiple times, because we're going to this tag will be removed as soon as they open one of our emails or trigger something. Whether we're actually still going to give that away is completely up to you. I recommend it because it will re-engage them, get them excited again, get them understanding why they're part of your email list in the first place. So I'd have it multiple times, because if they disengage again, although it's the same content, you can update it as often as you want. We want to try and keep them engaged. So add start. So what we're obviously going to do is add the first email. And again, the same way as I would with anything, re-engagement series, email 1. The reason I do this is so I can see what people are opening. It's easy to sort of understand what they're in, you know where they are, and so forth. That's going to go in. I'm not going to show you the design of them. I'm not going to show you the content or any of that. If you want the content, like I said, in the information that we give away, you would be able to get content that we use for this in here. You add your own element to it, and you can do that. The few things we do straight away in the first email say, if you don't want this, unsubscribe. And we also do say that when people get to the final end, we are going to unsubscribe them. There's no point having someone on the list if they're not doing anything. So we'll just save that for now. I'm just going to quickly name it. So sorry about that. Re-engagement series. Excellent. So like I said, we're actually going to just send these one day apart. So it's actually really simple what we're going to do from here. So wait 1 day. Then we're going to add the next email. Re-engagement series email 2. I'm going to highlight that to make it a little bit easier so I don't have to keep typing it as I'm building these out. That's obviously going to go in, like I said, exactly the same. I'm not going to build them out yet. I'm just going to build the sequence. Then we can go in and put the content in after. It's always easy to edit them once we know exactly what we're going to do. And you might want to see the information that we've got and then decide what your actual content is going to be for each of these emails before you get them set up. Again, like I said, 5 emails over 5 days, so it's just wait again. And like you might have seen in the welcome, we can mix it up. We're going to make it 23 hours. We might make the next one 25 hours or 21 hours, and we're just going to keep mixing it up so that we can try and get people at a time that they will open this, because the aim of the game is to get someone to re-engage, download the information that we want to give them, make sure that they're engaging with us, get them up and running, so that we know that we are giving the right content to people. You can put testimonials in here. You might want to give away new pieces of content. You might want to drive them to YouTube videos or Facebook videos or whatever other marketing that you might be using. So sorry about this, just taking a little bit of time to get through these. So I'm actually going to do 21 hours. So we're going to really sort of mix it up. We might go 40 on the next one, just so that we're sort of mixing it up. It's going to be roughly within the days, but it is going to mix it up so that the time, it's not always the same time, because that also will just put people off. One more. Once we've got the next one in, then I'm going to show you what we need to make sure that we put in there. And there is a bit of manual work with some of the bits that we're going to do next. 40 hours is probably a little bit long. I'm actually going to do this to 1 day. So there's a day after the last one. You can do 1 hour, you can do 25 hours. Actually, let's do 25 hours to mix it up. So that's a day and an hour ahead, and then we can take it on from there. And then we're going to do the 5th and final email. Now, once we've done this 5th and final email, like I said, this is then when we're going to actually add some other bits that you can do yourself, or you might have someone else within your team or who manages this actually do this for you. So really, we want to make it, we're going to wait another day. The reason we're waiting that another day is give the actual reader the option to open that email on that final day. Hopefully, they're not going to miss all 5 and then open it. If they do open it, it's going to re-engage them unless you delete them out. But in theory, we're still going to have them in the system for that day. So first of all, we add that 1 day timer. That's all good. And then what we're going to do is we're going to ask an if else. Now, at the beginning, we started it with a disengage tag. Now, as part of the engagement tracking that we have in the system, if they do get engaged with something, then we will instantly add them to the engagement tracking. Now, I'll do this slowly. Disengaged. So once they get that disengaged tag, it will put them through this information. What we're asking is the disengaged tag still there? Now, if they open any of these emails, they go to the website, whatever other features you have set up in your engagement tracking, it will then remove this tag. So they can go through this 5 steps. and we're asking, does it still have this disengaged tag? If the answer is no, then we can just close it. We've re-engaged them, they've opened it, they're still there for now. Hopefully they want to be with us, that's all good. We did mention for them to unsubscribe, we don't want that to happen, but it is what it is. So if no, they don't have that tag, excellent. End the automation, it's worked. If they do, we then really want to move people around and actually clear them out of the system. We don't want people in the system that are clogging it up. We don't want to engage people if they're not going to do anything. And we can do, within reason, anything we want to try and make the system run better for us. So the first thing I would add is a tag to delete. I would say delete contacts. Because what we want to do is, if we delete contacts, and we can pull up that tag, you might want to do this once a month, you might do it every 6 months. Once they've got that delete tag, what we want to then do is actually delete them. And we have to delete them from the system, we have to unsubscribe them from every list first, and then we can take them on from there. There's different ways, in a different video you can show how to do that, but add your delete tags and then add them to a list which you might need to set up beforehand. I don't know if I already have it. I might have it set up already. I do. Add them to the list, delete contacts. So what will happen, they didn't open any of our 5 emails over the 5 days. They've got the tag delete contacts and we've added them to the list, a list to delete contacts. And then we can end this automation. What this will do is then make it easier for us then to search the deleted contacts and clear out everyone for the system. We don't want to be paying for contacts that we don't want. We don't want to be emailing people that are disengaged, that aren't opening, that might be in your email newsletter but aren't opening anything, and that then just makes your sender reputation and your actual information less up to date. If you're stuck on any of this, got any questions, please reach out, info@greenfishmarketing.com.au. Thanks for your time. Please make sure you're seeing other bits and pieces that we share. Sign up for our newsletter. You'll get the content for this particular automation, what you can put in there. If there's anything else, please reach out. Thank you again for your time.